About sharks. Sharks, sharks, sharks. I was listening to a motivational speaker this morning, and I don't consider myself a motivational speaker. I am a financial advisor. And I think a big part of what I do is just listening, listening, because of my commitment to getting the information out there. I have to talk a lot, but Lord knows most of my day is spent listening to what is important to you. I when I think, the motivational speaker was just talking about like being a shark, that sharks go through life, and they, get these dents, and that the last time he saw a shark, it was like very muscular and lots of, injuries and, dents in its body, but it never retreats and it never turns around. And I was like, that's so powerful. But when I thought about it, and I said, even more so is the statistics about, even more important are the statistics about the shark. Like the shark, the likelihood of us being bitten by a shark are so minute, like 1 out of 250 million or so. Like the likelihood of you being killed and from being bitten by a shark and or a shark attack, even though the movies make it seem like it could happen and to 10 people at the same beach over the same summer, stuff like that. Remember Jaws? That the shark is not real. The shark is not real. And it makes me think, how many things in our life do we see as a shark attack? Or do we see as a possible shark attack, like that? This threat to my life has become so real when the chance of it happening is almost none. that but how many times do we accept that as possible? It's kind of like when you go in and you buy a lottery ticket and they tell you the chance of you winning is 1 out of 500 million people or something like that, and you buy it anyway. But how many things do you buy into that the chance of that actually harming you is very unlikely? And I think that there are a lot of people who are afraid of making financial steps, afraid of talking and developing a relationship with a financial advisor like myself, because they feel that, it's a shark attack. Somehow it's going to, this is going to be to my demise, instead of, realizing that statistically, is that really, likely to happen? Are you, if you make wise decisions, if you invest in getting legitimate, licensed, regulated assistance with your financial decisions. But often I do see like people who are afraid of their biggest fear, like, say they'll say, I don't really trust people. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid, so I don't really trust people. They're more likely to expose themselves to risk. I have found, like, they'll, I don't trust people, so they'll do things with machines that are robbing them, or they'll take risks that actually the other risk that they were considering is much less likely to harm them than the risk that they're actually taking. So how many times in life are we not managing our risk? Like actually getting a lot, taking a logical look at, why are you afraid to go and ask your boss for a raise? Is that logical? What is the worst thing that can happen? But people look at it as like a shark attack. They go, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask her or him, for a raise, because they might fire me because I asked for a raise. What is the likelihood of that happening? It's not gonna fire you because I mean, it's possible, but is it really probable? You know, so let's be careful, like that, when we think about, sharks, in our life. Are we afraid of the wrong thing, and are we exposing ourselves to unnecessary risk And are we losing out on opportunities because we're looking at it as a Jaws movie that you are there's danger on that beach and you better stay out of it. I remember after seeing Jaws, I was afraid to get in the bathtub. It's like any any body of water became like a massive fear for me. Like, what are you doing, in your life that you're looking at as an unrealistic fear? Get that raise, start that business, make those moves, be more aggressive about the goals and set up steps and goals and make plans and move forward, realizing that the fear that you have created in your mind is very unlikely to happen if you manage your risk and you think it through. Don't find yourself taking on unnecessary risk trying to avoid something that was very unlikely for it to happen. Think about it this way. Have you ever thought about the risk of not advancing your life? How much that's costing you? I can guarantee you, if you don't ask for the raise at that particular time, you're not going to get it. If you don't get help on how to increase my performance out of my investment portfolio, if you don't take the chance of developing a relationship with a registered investment advisor, then if you don't take that chance, then what is the likelihood that things are going to change for you if you're underperforming? Can you at least take the chance of finding out what is my performance? Right? So, with every aspect of your life, be willing to look at the logical risk involved and realize that some things are possible but highly improbable, and take advantage of the possibilities of life and still manage your risk. Keep moving forward. I'm JB Bryan. Email me anytime at jb@jbbryan.com. And know that sharks don't go after people. They don't go after people. So don't create fears that don't really exist for you. Take that chance. Put your foot in the water. Move forward. Advance in life. I'm here to help. JB@jbbryan.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.